Okay, in this video, we are going to talk about the mod operator. Okay, so if you look in Zybooks, we are still in week 2, the mod operator, the integer division, and the modulo. So read through that and then watch this video. It's going to be a quick example on what we can do with the mod operator. We can do quite a few things with it. It's a very interesting tool that is used to, it's a very interesting operator, I should say, that's used to do a variety of things. So I'm still in week 2, by the way. I'm going to create a new item and I will call it mod operator because that's what we're doing. And we will add some comments that says this program demos the mod operator. Okay, so here we are going to start with our include, which we always do. And I don't think I need anything more than that. And let's go into main. Okay, so how do we use this mod operator? Let's have some number. Int number equals 0. Okay, see out, we can tell the user enter a whole number. The thing with the mod operator, it works only with whole numbers. Okay, so nothing that we can do with floating point numbers in this case. So enter whole number, cin into number. Okay, what all can we do with the mod operator? So you can tell the user the last digit in your number is, how do I get the last digit, right? So if you take the number and you mod by 10, it's a division by 10 operation. When you divide by 10, both of them are integers. So for example, here, let's add a comment here. If I took the number, let's say user enters, if number equals 234, when you mod by 10, when you do 234 mod 10, it is a remainder of the division operation. So when you divide 234 divided by 10, which is an integer division, you're going to get, so let's change it to division, you will get 23 and the 4 drops off, right? So that is the remainder. So 4 is the remainder. So 234 mod 10 will give me the remainder of this division operation. So I will get a 4 if that's what, if the user enters 234. Okay, so let's try this out and see what we get. So enter a whole number. If enter 234, it says the last digit in your number is 4, right? And I can try this with any number with as many digits, and it's going to give me the last number. Now, how do I get the last two numbers? The last two numbers in your number is, or the last two, I should say, digits. Okay, if you have the last two digits, you divide by, what do you want? You want the rightmost two numbers, which means you divide mod by 100. Because when you mod by 100, when you divide by 100, you're going to get a 2, and the remainder is going to be 34. So essentially, the number of zeros depends on the number of digits that you want to isolate from that. So if you enter 234, you're going to say the last two digits in your number is 34. Okay. Now, since we haven't learned loops, we can just extract this one at a time. So that's going to give me 62. So if you want to break down a number into multiple digits, then you would essentially have to know the number of digits. And those things come with loops. But the mod operator gives you the remainder of the division operation. And it's very useful for things like this, where you break it down into multiple digits. So for example, if you want to break down a number like this, break down a number like a social security number or whatever, right, into, this is now our phone number. Okay, I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, 10 digits. If you want to get them as area code followed by the next set of number followed by the last set of numbers, what would you do? Right? So here's where you start thinking about an algorithm. What exactly do I want to do? So the first step, you get the last 4 digits. How do you get the last 4 digits? We just said that if you divide by, or if you do mod by the number with the number of zeros being the same as the number of digits. So for the last four digits, you would say number mod. If I did 1,000, that's only three digits, 10,000. Okay, so will I get the last four digits? Let's see. The last four digits in your number is, I'm going to do number mod 10,000. Okay, so if I run this and if I use a phone number with 10 digits or use some number with 10 digits, doesn't matter, 503 123 9876. I should get 9876, but I get 3647. So let's see, what am I doing here? Cn, I read it into number, I take number, and I mod by, okay, let's start out. So here is you start troubleshooting. Let's take number and mod by 10 and see if I get the last digit. Okay, so one step at a time. So 503, I know what the problem is. That's too large of a number in this case. So we might have to do something like, yeah, that's, the number is too long. So there, I get 6. Okay, so for an integer, it's too long. How about we make it a long data type? Try that. Okay, now let's also change this to 10,000. Okay, Control Shift P. Now let's see if I get the number that I want. 1 2 3 2 3 4 3 4 5 6. So there we go, 3 4 5 6. Okay, so we get the last four digits. Now, how do we get the middle three digits, which means I want the 1 2 3, right? Okay, so I have to first I have to drop this off. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some calculation here. I'm going to say number, I'm going to change my original number. Number, I'm going to divide it by 10,000. So when I divide this number by 10,000, what do I get? When, let's add a comment. When I divide number by 10,000, I drop the last four digits. Okay, so I'm left with the rest of the number. And if you want to see, you can do cout number. You will see that the last four digits will be gone after I do that. And the slash equals is a compound operator. That is the same as saying number equals number slash 10,000. Okay. Okay. So now let's try it. 1 2 3 2 3 4 3 4 5 6. So there you go. So 3 4 5 6, and then you have the rest of the numbers, right? So now you can use the rest of the numbers, and if I take that and let's see, I'm going to copy the cout statement and I'm going to put it here. The middle three digits, not quite middle, that's okay, is this now this new number divided by only three digits. So 1,000, not 10,000. Okay, so let's see what we get. And if you run that and we put in 1 2 3 2 3 4 3 4 5 6, so you get the middle three digits. Now you know the process. I want to drop off those three digits so I can get the first three digits. So then I do the same thing. I take these two lines, I copy it, and I paste it. Now, if you know a loop, we can do some of these things better, but we're going to have repeated code. So when I divide the number by 1,000 next, I drop the last three digits, right? So a number now changes. Yet another time, number changes. I'm going to output number here just to see what I get. Eventually, you can get rid of all these cout statements. So let's run it. 1 2 3 2 3 4 3 4 5 6. And so there we go. We first got 3 4 5 6. Then we got 2 3 4. Then I get the last one. 1 2 3, right? So I can just output that. I can just use that if that's all I want to go. I don't have to divide it anymore. I don't have to mod it anymore because I already have those three numbers. So again, the mod operator can be quite useful for doing some of these things with numbers.